Good morning. So I haven't been on here in a while because I've just been lifing. You know how that is. So anyway, subject today I want to um, make a video about is, that thing on TikTok, the lady that sings, there's a man in my DM and he says I'm pretty. Okay, well, I got a different version of that. So I had somebody in my DM say that I am a woman of substance, honey. And let me tell you something, that makes a whole lot of difference. Anybody can say you're beautiful, anybody can compliment your outer appearance, but when they actually see that you have substance and they can, in some cases, see God in you, that makes a big difference. Uh, and I'm not saying that you should get giddy or anything, or whatever the case may be. Hey, that might have did it for you, and you might have just hopped back in their DMs or inbox or text message and said whatever. But and just looking at a different perspective, I could get giddy. I could be like, oh my gosh, no, because I'm still leery, even though it's been 3 years. But I'm still leery and I'm still cautious about, I'm guarding my heart and cautious about letting people play with my feelings. And not to say they haven't already. People have tried to play me and ended up playing themselves. But what I'm saying is even though you don't take that friendship, that relationship to the next level. Take those little positive uh, remarks and comments and use them to your advantage. I mean, when I was told I had substance, that made me feel like, okay, I'm doing something right. And you know what? I'm going to do even better. I want to strive to do even more. So you don't have to just take the compliments and run. And because I know for some of us, uh, you know, whether you've been in a bad friendship or bad relationship, we have not been in any type of really deep, meaningful relationships in a very long time. I know I haven't for 3 years. And so, it doesn't mean, okay, well, I've been by myself all this time. Let me go on and jump on this one. Let me go on and take this one. No, no, no. Still take your time because we don't want to repeat the same mistakes, right? So, I guess just to say, don't just take things for face value all the time. Yes, comments are good. They are very good. But only take the ones that are going to benefit you and just work them through within your life. Thread them in if they're meaningful and they're going to benefit you in some way. In this particular case, I was so excited. Well, not really excited, I shouldn't say. But yeah, I was kind of excited because then that showed me, that God was talking to me through this person. Like, you've come this far. You have really accomplished a lot, even though you don't want to admit it, because I don't. But you have done so much and you've learned so much and soaked in so much that you have so much substance now. And it meant so much to me. It wasn't the person. I care less. I mean, they're nice and all. But what I'm more, I don't live to please people. I live to please God. And I'm not trying to get, this is a very neutral, this is a very various platform because I don't want you to think I'm just digging in to try to convince you or try to push God on you because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to convince you that God is everything because He is, but I will push and show you that God is in me, and I want you to see God in me because I walk in love. I don't walk in judgment, and that's what this platform is about: is not having judgment. But it just really, the person didn't matter. Person nice, cool, whatever. But when you see the meaning in their words, that means a lot. Um, and I was gonna make another video, but I'm just gonna put it into this one. When you have been through a lot, um, be mindful of when you share your story or when you share anything that has just any weight to your fiber, your being, right? So if you're in a situation where the conversation gravitates towards that particular subject and you feel like it's going to benefit them, absolutely. And maybe address, you don't even have to go into detail, but just address, you can address it and say, this is what happened, boom, 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 right? Um, but I've noticed, just in my personal experience, and it may have happened to you, I don't know, but you explain to people what has happened to you or what maybe something that you went through just to try to maybe uh, be vulnerable with these people. You've talked to these people for quite some time and you're like, okay, now I'm going to muster up the courage and I'm just going to tell them, look, I might be flaky some days because I am. I may be flaky. I may not pick the phone up to talk to you right away. I might not return that text. And this is why. And then in my experience, and I'm not sure if it's yours, but I'm going to tell you what we do about that because we don't care. We ain't studying them folks, all right? Because if they can't handle us at our worst, we don't want what they sticking around for our best, right? So I break down. I get vulnerable with these people. I say, look, this is what it is. I might be flaky. I have really I was a amnivert, which is an introvert and an extrovert. But now some days I'm just all the way introvert because I love my own company and my kids' company. We entertain ourselves, I tell them, look, this is what happened, and this is what may occur. Not I have any issues or I'm not, don't try to, make me feel less than because this is what they do, you know. And then you get vulnerable and you tell people what's going on and you get a plethora, excuse me, of reactions. You get the, oh, oh, bless her heart. You get the sympathy. Then you get the, oh my gosh, especially dealing with a dude, right? You get the, oh my gosh, she's stronger than I thought, man. She snapped back, yeah, I can't manipulate her, so let me ghost her. That's number two. That's always the thing, right? Then you get people that fake are fake empathetic people, right? Or maybe they don't mean to be harsh, but they are, right? Um, and they play like they really care, but then they don't know how to really move their words around or speak on things the way they should, and so then you're hurt, and then that introvert in you, you don't question it. It's like, because I'm to the point now, if somebody rubs me the wrong way, it's not sitting right in my spirit. If they have said something that's not right, I will not talk to them again. I'm like done. I'm not gonna block you because I want you to see how God has blessed me, but I'm going to continue moving on through life without dealing with you. I'm going to walk in love. I'm going to still love you because that's what God will want me to do, but I'm not gonna talk to you. Like I'm gonna make myself less available to you because I see that you're trying to be spiteful, you're trying to be hurtful. Um, just not too long ago, if you've noticed in the video, I have a tattoo on my neck. I have a tattoo on my arm. I have a tattoo on my stomach. And the one on my neck and the one on my stomach are to cover scores. Um, if you have been on this platform for a very long time, this is a trach scar and a thyroid scar, so it's in the shape of a cross. So that's what this is. And if you know, um, the deep story, if you're one of my closer people, as far as the platform, you know that I was pretty much dissected. So, and then I later got a scar revision, and so I went ahead and covered my stomach with a tattoo as well. And so I was just kind of explaining in a group of people how tattoos to me is kind of like retail therapy, right? Um, and I've always had tattoos. They just haven't been as visible as the ones that I have now. But I love tattoos. I've always just wasn't where I needed to be financially to get the tattoos that I wanted. And then now with everything that went on, I went ahead and got the tattoos anyway. Uh, but so we were sitting there talking, and I was trying to explain, like this is a way of my therapy. This is what um, it's a sense of okay, I'm relaxing. I'm talking to my artist. We're talking about different stories. Like I admire my tattoo artist. Like she is so brave. She is like, man, she's like, I don't know what how she is outside of her job, but I know this woman like gives me, and she's so younger than me, right? But she man, she's cold. Like she don't care. Like if she is adamant about something, she's passionate about something, she's gonna let you know, and she don't care. She don't care what the rubber. Like she's just straightforward. She's bold. We talk about real life stuff, like and some stuff I don't totally relate to, but I can relate to. It's almost like a therapy session, but with your tattoo artist, right? And then plus it's like okay, I have a high tolerance of pain, which, kind of helped me in some situations. But I have a high tolerance of pain. So I was kind of explaining, hey, I fall asleep through these tattoos if I'm not talking to my tattoo artist, right? And it's just a sense of nobody's inflicting this pain. I've opted for this pain to be put on me, even though I don't really feel it that much. And so I was kind of trying to explain it in a conversation with somebody else. This person intercedes and gets into the conversation and says, oh yes. Well, basically, that's like a girl that I had in care, and yeah, she was a cutter, and she would harm herself, and it's a form of self harm. No, ma'am, it's not. No, first, it wasn't your conversation. Second, it's not a form of self harm. No, it's not. It's a form of I want to do what I want to do. Okay. Second of all, if God didn't want me to do it, He would have made sure I didn't have the funds to get my tattoos because God will let you know when He don't want you to do something, right? God will give you a sense of he will either put a wrench in your plans or He will somehow come. It's hard to explain. That's why I don't get too deep with what I believe, and my God. But He will let you know if He don't want you to have it. Okay, and then everybody says, "Oh well, scripture this, scripture that." Okay, first of all, I'm not an Israelite. Don't let me have to go real deep because I know my stuff. So I was like, it just really amazes me how people can have an opinion on your situation. Uh, in a sense that I put myself out there, yes and no, because I wasn't talking to that individual. I was talking to somebody else. But it just shows you that people just always have something to say, and you have to have really tough skin. You have to be that kind of person that just doesn't care. And I don't care, but I brought it up as an example to let you know that people are going to say whatever they want to say. And these people, you have to take some things with a grain of salt. You either take the positive um, and run with it, like I did. I was told I had substance, honey. I was grinning from ear to ear. I loved it. I went and did some. I was just like, shoot, let me go back to let me go on and get my master's. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody said something like that. Like, okay, I can do that. And or you could take the negative and keep going through those motions in life. And I just chose I'm not gonna take the negative. I'm not gonna do it. So anyway, that was what I wanted to say today. I was not expecting the video to go that long, uh, but It did. And anywho, hope you got a few little things out of that. Sometimes I'm like squirrel and I can go from left to right and everything else. But I just want you to know, take the positive out of what people say. And if you're getting back out into the dating world and relationships, if people want to go, let them go. You know what I'm saying? That's why most of us are in situations that we've already been in because we're trying to hold on to something that God is trying to pull apart. And for the longest, I was like, "Oh, I don't want to block my blessings. Oh, what if I leave him and he ain't got no place to stay?" That was that was on him. Looking now, if I knew what I knew now back then, I don't know that's on him. Feeling sorry just ain't gonna get you nowhere. And God is not an author of confusion. And that was the part that I was not tapping into. I was just more like, oh, Lord's gonna he's just gonna make me think that he's just gonna look bad on me because I don't put this man out. He ain't got no place to stay. If people want to go, let them go. If people are not, well, mine didn't want to go. He just was feeding. That was his meal ticket. But anywho, if there are people in your life that talk to you negatively and they don't want to be around you, if they want to ghost you, if they whatever they want to do, let them people go because when they and don't block them. Don't block them. No, because God will use your enemies as your footstool. He will bless you in the midst of your enemies. He will bless you in front of them. And that's why we don't block them. Don't block them. Don't block them. Because that is a way to show them you were a whole blessing and they missed out on you. So don't block them. Show them. Show them. Now there is a line on that. If they harassing you and you're gonna have to call the people on them and stuff, now that's something totally different. Now you probably should block them. If it's getting into some legal stuff. But if it's just somebody that just ghosted you, no. Mm-mm. I have a person on my personal page that ghosted me 3 times. And that was my fault because I really uh they should only end it one time, right? But they still had them good words, but you know what? That wasn't nothing but God working. Honey, because God will throw some. God said, "Now the first time you should have left him alone, right? Well, I'm gonna have to show you again. Okay, so you still wasn't getting it. I gotta show you again. So now I'm like, okay, God, I get you. I hear you. I'm gonna leave him where he's at, right? And sometimes that's how it is. That's how it is. Even if we've been, even when you have a big heart, that's just how it is. Sometimes, you always want to give people second chances, but I have definitely learned it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I think the biggest thing is people cannot um, they can't take your strength. They don't know how to navigate through your strength and what you've been through. And so because that's so intimidating to them, they leave you alone. And it's not because of you, it's because of them. Because they're like, oh, I'm not going to resent this person later on down the line because they can actually life in a way that I can't. And so you have to learn it's not you, it's them. They can't get to your level of just peace for one. They can't get to that level of uh, resilience and tenacity because you made it through. Uh, but that's okay. Accept them for who they are and place them where you want them, where they need to be, where you want them to be. If you want them in your circle, cool. If not, it is what it is. But keep them unblocked so they can see your life, see what's going on, see them blessings you got coming. All right. So anyway, I got another video coming up because it has been 3 years, and so anyway, I'm gonna go into detail in another video at a later time. Anyway, I hope this touched you. Hope this got down into your spirit. Um, I just hope this did something for you. I just try a little something. I'm a little rusty. Ain't been on here in a while. Like been lifing. But yeah, oh, and I'm sure you know who I am. If you don't, I'm Jessica. I am an advocate for DV survivors. I'm an advocate for people that are going through life change, people that are being criticized for not living their authentic. I am an advocate for anybody that needs me. If you need my help, I have resources. I have put myself in positions within my career to gain those resources. I don't care I don't care what nationality, what ethnicity, what color, what orientation, anything. You need my help, I will find a resource for you. Again, my name is Jessica. I have a private page that you can connect to, but I have to let you into that page. That is where it is. Both pages are a safe space, but that one is more protected. If you feel like you need to share, I've helped people on that page as well. They come over, let me know, hey, woo woo. We take it from there. We take it off the page. My personal email is on that page. Um, I don't have my telephone on the a number on there, but if you reach out to me and you need some help off of the platform, I am more than happy to give you my phone number and we can chat if you just need to talk through things. If you need to, um, I don't know, just if sometimes people just need to be heard, right? I'm here for that too. So just let me know if you need me. I'm here. Paige has been doing good, 3 years running. I don't know. I think that's it for today. So hopefully you got something out of that. If not, I love you anyway. And know that I love you and you are enough. And we need you. And we need you to contribute something within the world. We don't care if it's just to twiddle your thumbs and dance down the sidewalk, honey. We need you. You are enough and you're going to be here. If I got to be here, you got to be here. All right. Y'all have a good day. Have a blessed morning.